Hello, my name is Robert Sagady, better known as the Commenting Collector. I hope everyone is doing well. The great thing about the YouTube card/hobby community is that there's no right or wrong way to collect. Same with how we present it to our viewers. We enjoy sharing our own unique collections, whatever it may be, in our own distinctive styles. Conversely, we also enjoy watching and experiencing the different ways other people collect and show it off. This formula brings together people from all walks of life, different geographical locations, ages, backgrounds, ethnicities, economic status, etc. But it's our love for collecting that unites us. So, on this edition of the Collector's Chat, today's guest hails from Canada, parts unknown. So, thanks for joining me and my guest, who, according to his YouTube channel called Rip 'em All, has 556 subscribers and 283 videos. His logo is Hulk Hogan, and the description simply says hashtag sports cards and hashtag shenanigans. We're going to learn how this man ticks, what he likes to collect, and most importantly, how his whole family came to have their own YouTube channels. So, without further hesitation, please welcome Rip.
Hey, Robert.
Hey,
what's up, everyone?
Hello, Rip. And who's your special guest that you have with you?
Little Miss Rips.
Little Miss Rips. Nice to meet both of you face to face in person.
Oh, it's a pleasure. All hours.
Thanks for coming on and making the time. Now, Little Miss Rip.
There's the Hogan.
Hulkster.
Yep.
There he is.
Yeah.
Autograph too.
Yeah, that's a beaut.
Yeah, it's one of my best items in my collection. That's for sure.
I'd say.
So now, Little Miss Rip, you have your own channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been doing that?
I do Pokemon. I've been doing it for like less than a year at least. Maybe a few 2 months or so or more.
That's great. Are you having fun?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like Pokemon cards and stuff.
Pokemon. And I'm subscribed to your channel, and I've seen you do Pokemon, Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
She's got that right there.
Yeah.
That's my kids and I ripped open a box of those about a year ago. It's fun. It's a great show.
It's a good show for sure.
Real.
Oh, hey, guys.
Yep.
We're going to play a game, okay?
A game?
We're going to play a game. Are you guys up for a game?
Fun. Sure.
Okay. So what's going to happen? You guys are going to, during our conversation, if you say the secret word, which is just an everyday word used in normal conversation, if you say the secret word, this duck is going to come down, and the secret word is on the other side. You can't see it, okay? So if you say it, the duck's going to come down, show the secret word, and if you guess the secret word or you say the secret word, I'm going to send you this Guy the Floor.
Oh, geez. That's awesome.
And it's a second year Guy. The flower, right?
I don't have none of those.
Yeah.
No.
So if you guys say the secret word during this conversation, I'm going to mail this off to you, okay?
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Now do me a favor. Kind of turn off to the side because I'm going to show the viewers what the secret word is, okay?
Look up.
Okay. Today's secret word
is puck.
Okay. Go ahead and turn back. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is going to be fun, all right?
I love having fun. We love fun, buddy.
Yeah.
So my first question for Rip is, why Rip 'em All? How did you come up with the name Rip 'em All?
Rip 'em All. One of my favorite movies of all time would have to be No Holds Barred. The main character in that, if you don't know, is named Rip.
Okay.
Played by Hulk Hogan. I have the DVD somewhere around here. I should have had it nearby, but
Did
yeah,
that
I
move?
saw I saw that movie when I was a kid, and my
Yeah.
logo has him with his headband that says "Rip 'em" on it. And
Okay. See, I wasn't aware that's where you got that from, because that movie came out in the 80s, did it?
in the 80s, yes, sir.
Okay. So Hulk is in it. Is Sylvester Stallone in that or no?
It's not Sylvester.
Okay.
The name's slipping me right now. The
Okay.
big man that played Zeus with the Z shaved in the side of his head.
Okay. Well,
Um, you haven't seen it? No?
I'm gonna have to check it out. That one, No Holds Barred.
No Holds Barred.
I remember hearing about it, but I don't think I ever got a chance to see it.
I was probably about 6 or 7 years old if I was lucky when it came out.
Exactly. And that was kind of before a lot of the DVDs and stuff. So you couldn't really, you'd have to see it in the theater or wait for it to be on television or something. So
That's right. I went to an old theater, like it was called the Regent Theater in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada.
okay.
And it was like a really old original theater before famous
historic.
players came out and stuff.
Okay.
And that's where I saw it actually, was at
Nice.
that theater before they closed it down.
Okay. Now you said Ontario. Is that where you hail from?
I was born in New Brunswick, down eastern Canada, but I was raised in Oshawa, Ontario.
Okay.
I'm in London at the moment with
Okay.
the London Knights.
Okay. Is that the minor league hockey team?
That is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been to Canada twice in my life because I live up in Minnesota, or for you down in Minnesota, I guess. But I've been to Canada twice. When I was probably 10, 11 years old, my family with my dad, stepmom, stepbrother, we drove up to Thunder Bay and we went to Fort Williams. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but they have a fort there. It's kind of a tourism.
There, but
yeah. So, and then the
it's
second
nice
time,
country.
oh, it's beautiful. I think there's a lot of paper mills and whatnot around there. But yeah.
That's right.
And then when I think I was in my 20s, my dad and we drove up the North Shore through Duluth, and we said, well, let's just keep going. This is before, it was easy to cross the border. You didn't need a passport or anything. So we drove up there and we stayed overnight again in Thunder Bay. So those are my two experiences with Canada. So
yeah, Thunder Bay is nice. I know that.
Beautiful, very picturesque.
And Robert has his Canada hat on. I just noticed as he was talking.
What's that? Oh yeah, it's a shout out. I like the Blue Jays, so I bought this, and yeah, it's got the leaf on it and Toronto. So
I grew up hearing a lot about the Blue Jays because we were only about a half hour away from Toronto where I was raised. So
okay.
When they won their back-to-back World Series, I was in elementary school and they were playing it on the TV in our classroom and stuff, the World Series, and really fun. That was time.
Joe Carter hitting the home run off of Mitch Williams.
Yeah, Johnny Olerud and Pat Borders and Alomar and all those.
Yeah, Cito Gaston.
Yeah.
Was the coach.
Juan Guzman.
Yeah. Yeah, now you said you live by Toronto, a half hour. What is that big highway? Is it like the 310 or something like that?
The 401.
Okay, because I'm watching this heavy rescue show, or is it heavy rescue where they take the tow trucks and all that stuff on the 405? Is it the 405 you said?
401.
401.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that? It's called Heavy Rescue.
I haven't. I'll have to check that out.
But that 401 just seems like just a dangerous.
It's very dangerous
to go on there.
I stopped driving years ago now, but
okay.
Because of how bad traffic was around the area I lived in and stuff. And where we live now, everything's just within walking distance or a bus, so there's no need for a vehicle really.
Well, I'll tell you what, you watch that show, it's just terrifying, especially when that squalls and stuff come off the the water there, and it's at freezing, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is a question for both of you, I guess.
Oh.
I'll ask Crimson first. Do you play any type of sports or anything?
I don't play sports, but
Yeah.
She tried out wrestling
I did,
for a couple of
wrestling
classes,
Okay.
but it was a bit rough for her. She's
Right.
gotta toughen up a little bit, maybe.
And I would think you get mat burns or whatever
Yeah.
on your elbows. I never did it personally, but those wrestlers, they have to condition to cut weight, and seems pretty brutal. But
she joined into a class, and it was all like people that were already wrestling and on the team, and they took her in and let her try it out a bit, and she lasted 2 classes. She did really good.
At the time while I was there, I learned a takedown move.
Okay. Well, that's good to be able to defend yourself from those boys.
But she does Girl Guides every Wednesday. She's off for 2 weeks for Christmas right now, but she does Girl Guides every Wednesday, and she enjoys doing that a lot.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Now, Girl Guides, is that like the Canadian version of like Girl Scouts or Campfire Girls? Or
yeah,
like Girl Scouts, but you do stuff like inside instead of outside.
Okay.
They do camping trips once a season.
Yeah, but I haven't gone.
She hasn't gone yet, but they meet up every Wednesday and do activities and make friends and learn all kinds of cool stuff.
And get badges.
Yeah, you collect badges.
Yeah, it sounds
Maybe
like
you'd be able to show Robert some of your badges. He'd probably like to see them later.
Yeah, it sounds like the indoor version of Cub Scouts. I was in Cub Scouts, and I would get badges. So how about you, Rip? Did you play sports growing up?
A little bit of baseball in the summertime. Other than that, not too much except for road hockey. A lot of road hockey.
You're speaking my language, because a lot of people obviously play ice hockey. And, growing up in Minnesota, you think I would, I play hockey, I'd be a good skater. But I can hardly go backwards. So if I were to go on ice skates and get checked, I'd fall right down on my butt. But we played boot hockey all the time, road hockey all the time. But I kind of wish I would have played ice hockey, because then I could be skating and stuff.
I could skate pretty good, but it was really expensive to play. Maybe go blow your nose or get a drink, and it'll help.
I'm fine. Just I'm still fighting a cold.
You're still fighting a cold. I know you are.
Yeah.
It'll help your throat, though.
Yeah, I'll go to drink quick. Be right back.
Yeah, that crud is going around.
It is. Everyone's got it.
So, Rip, when did you start collecting, cards and collectibles and all that other fun stuff? Were you young when you started, or?
Like I was saying, I couldn't play ice hockey or nothing much because it's really expensive, and I was a bit lower income when I was younger and stuff. But I did collect some hockey cards in like the early 90s when I was around 9 years old, and then I sort of didn't get to for a long time, and sort of started back up collecting cards back for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now.
Okay, well that kind of dovetails perfectly, because my biggest hockey probably fandom is when in the early 90s, I really followed the North Stars when they were here. And we went to North Star games. They made the playoffs a few years. It was great. We had a big rivalry against the Chicago Blackhawks.
Definitely.
It was great. And so the early 90s, probably into early to mid 2000s, and then the North Stars left. I followed them a little bit. I played fantasy hockey and whatnot, but I honestly, I have to admit that I don't follow them near the NHL nearly as much today as I did when I was a kid. But I just want to let the audience know, I had sent these unopened packs of Upper Deck, and I think they're, what are they, 91s or 92s, something like that?
Those would be 91, 92. I'm just opening
Yeah.
my envelope from you.
Okay. And the reason this year is true and dear to my heart is because it was the 91, 92 season. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the North Stars and the Penguins played in the Stanley Cup, and I was fortunate enough to be at Game 6 of that Stanley Cup series.
Oh, no way.
In which the Penguins took Game 6 and then consequently took the cup 4-2. But I was there. I stuck around, and because I wasn't going to leave, because I knew Lord Stanley was going to make its presence.
You got to see it, eh?
Unbelievably, a lot of people left. It's like, are you kidding me? So yeah, to see Mario Lemieux and the boys skating around with that cup, that was one of my best sports memories, of my lifetime. So
hey, gosh.
So yeah, that was when hockey for me.
Yeah, you sent me 3 packs, my friend.
I sent you 3, and I've got 2.
Nice.
Hey, Rip, if you want to live up to your name and rip open the first pack, that would be
sure
great.
Will. I love ripping packs of anything. That's why it's rip them all too, hockey's my number 1. Wrestling would be my number 2 probably, but I have packs of every sport just waiting to be ripped, from baseball to football to everything.
Well, if you can multitask, Rip, so I know on your channel you actually have a weekly live rip that you do.
I try to do live rips whenever I can. Yeah, we do group breaks. Not usually weekly. We try to go bi-weekly, and that's just for like new product where stuff that like people can't afford on their own, maybe a box of because of the extravagant prices.
Oh, exactly.
And this way I can get a couple of teams and pay for just those teams, and everyone else that wants their teams can pay and go in on a box together, kind of,
Right. It's almost like playing the lottery. If you can get one of those big hits, you've paid for your entry and more.
You got
as
it.
Opposed
Like,
to spending.
I'd never be able to afford a box of cards over $150 just for myself,
Exactly. Well, I'll put you on the spot. What's one of the best rips that has come out of those?
One, I got these cards I just opened, but I can show you super quick here. One I got last night that you're going to like. And we did a break last night for new artifacts. It just came out yesterday.
Okay.
And I always get the Bruins and the Devils because I'm a Bruins fan and I collect my tan broder.
Okay.
But I was lucky enough to get this last night.
Oh, okay. Gary, it's Gary or Jerry? Gary, isn't it? Gary Cheever.
Yeah, Gary Cheever.
Yep. I remember him. He's old school.
Yep. He's
look at that mask.
It's a sticker autograph. It's not on card, but
wow.
Those are the autographs aren't guaranteed for every box this year in this set. It's like 1 per 4 boxes, and we got 1 box and we hit the autograph in it.
That's outstanding, and you got it because you're a Bruins fan.
You got it.
How did you come about being a Bruins fan?
That goes back a long time. My being born in New Brunswick, St. Stephen, New Brunswick, was the same city that Don Sweeney from the Bruins was born in. I don't know if you know the name Don Sweeney. Doesn't
ring a bell.
He's the general manager of the Dallas Stars now. But
don't say Dallas Stars. That's a 4-letter word. We don't like Dallas. they took our North Stars away. But anyway, I'm just kidding.
My mom went to school with him in high school, and my grandmother worked with him at an old canteen. called John's Place down there. So they sort of had some my family had some ties with the Bruins.
Okay.
So I heard the Bruins a lot growing up and really liked Ray Bork and Andy Moog and
Right.
Marshall.
Well, I was, going back to my heyday of hockey watching. It was, I think, of the early 90s, but I was watching once the North Stars were playing the Bruins, and almost right off the beginning face-off, drop of the puck, there was a fight.
oh
And
yeah,
then the rest of the game proceeded to be fight after fight after fight. I think there was just off the top of my head, 240 minutes total. It at the time was had set the NHL record for most penalty minutes in a game. It was the Bruins and North Stars. I never forget that.
I wish I could have seen more hockey games. I've never seen a live NHL game, eh?
No way.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Well, because the Maple Leafs, the closest team for me, they're sold out, all of their tickets. It's all scalpers on the streets selling them for thousands of dollars, if there's even any, eh?
Well, if you ever make your way down to the Twin Cities in Minnesota, we'll go to a hockey game. I guarantee it. Okay, my friend.
I saw Oshawa Generals, that's Oshawa's minor league team. And I think when I was really young, I might have even seen Eric Lindros play on the Generals.
No
but
way.
I had no idea who he was at the
No
time
way.
because I was probably only about 5 or 6, eh?
Yeah, concussions shortened his career, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did he make the Hall? He didn't make the Hall of Fame, did he? Eric?
I don't know offhand.
Okay.
I would probably think he didn't, but
He was definitely on track, but those, like
he
I said,
should have with
concussions.
the number,
Yeah.
he would have been, yeah.
Right, because he was on the Flyers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was with Recky and really good line.
Now, when you mention Canadian minor league hockey, of course, my mind goes right to the movie Slapshot.
Yeah, that's a good one, eh?
Isn't it? It's the best because actually that features obviously the Hanson brothers.
Yeah.
But in real life, the Carlson brothers, I think, were the real Hanson brothers.
Okay.
And Jack Carlson, one of the Carlson brothers, used to play on the North Stars, and he was beloved because he was their enforcer on the team, and everyone loved Jack Carlson. So I love that movie. Paul Newman. If anyone out there hasn't seen Slapshot, you're missing out. And I bought I don't know if it was a 25th 25-year anniversary DVD edition a few years ago. And the great thing about that edition is they have a commentary part of it where they have that feature where you can watch the movie, but the commentary is with the Hanson brothers talking about the film as it's going. It's just the best. It's the greatest. So, yeah. So what do you get? What cards did you get?
We got, let's see.
Craig Cox. Okay.
I was about to read the other side. I just got to get my left and right.
Steve Smith
on the Oilers.
Those are some good teams, obviously. Derek King,
Rob Zettler, Mike Richter. That's a good one.
There's a goalie for you.
Yep. I loved Richter. He had a good battle with Broder in the playoffs when I was young. Mark Osborne on the Jets.
Mark Pedersen,
yep, on the Flyers.
Those are nice looking cards.
Oh, definitely.
I like Upper Deck.
The sideways guy, Ken Sutton, on the Sabres.
Not familiar with him.
He was I think that might be a rookie if you start rookie in the corner there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Kind of landscape horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Eagles. Never heard of him.
No, I don't know if I have either. You get that in some of the 90s stuff. It's cool.
Winnipeg Jets. That was the original.
Yeah. Penguins. That's like a practice jersey.
Jeff Daniels.
That
was when the Penguins, I said, they won the cup.
That's Jens Schwabe. I don't know who that is. It's a World Junior Tournament card.
Oh, wow.
Looks like he's from Germany.
Okay. International. Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had those cards in there. Oh, there's a Bruin for you.
Oh, nice. Who's that? Peter Dorius.
Not familiar.
No,
I like their
not
uniforms
really.
with the B on it, though. That's nice.
Yeah, it's like a retro or something, some alternate one.
Okay, we'll go back and forth. I'll do one now.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
See what you get. That's a Bob Nystrom on the Islanders.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for...
See, you saw why I was struggling, because it shows it backwards, eh?
Yeah.
Clark Gillies.
Oh, I think he's a Hall of Famer, isn't he?
That's black and white, that one. That's a cool one.
Yeah, he's Clark Gillies. He was really good. I remember him.
Yep. You got Ken Priestley on the Pens.
Oh, it's a Jersey goalie, but it's not Brodeur.
No, Chris Terreri. He took it. Brodeur took Terreri's job.
Oh, what year did Brodeur break in? After?
His rookie card's 90-91, but he played.
Okay.
Yeah. Steve Larmer.
Of the hated Blackhawks.
Yeah. He was good though, Steve Larmer.
He was good.
You got Sean Antosky.
So if you're a Bruin fan, Rip, but you're a Martin Brodeur fan, how did that come about? Because he was the Devils, right?
He was the Devils, yeah. That's where my wife Raven Rips comes into it. That's Ken Quinney, I think it says, on the Nordiques.
So your wife got you into a Martin?
Into Brodeur, yeah.
Interesting.
Yanni Lokinen for International.
Oh, look at this one. Look at this shiny card. Look at this.
Oh, there you go. That's a hologram of Mario Lemieux for you.
Wow. That's neat.
A cool one.
That's like a big hit. I don't know. I like
Good
it.
Stuff. That is a big hit for the
I'll put this in a sleeve. That's great.
And you got Tom Fitzgerald on the Islanders.
Oh, here's a good one.
Oh, nice checklist.
Eddie Olczyk. Eddie
Olczyk. Yep.
And last but not least, sorry, it's hard to...
That's okay. Mike Huff on the Nordiques.
Okay, so Nordiques, Maple Leafs.
They're not a team anymore. They switched to the Colorado Avalanche.
Right. So they're gone. Then so basically Canada has the Canadians and Maple Leafs and Winnipeg.
The Canucks and the Flames. The Senators.
Okay.
I think there's 6 or 7, something like that. I might be missing one. 32 teams now with the Kraken this year, or last year added.
Right. And Toronto, when I was, watching hockey big time in the 90s, they were terrible. And they had this owner called Harry Ballard.
Yeah.
And he would never spend any money on the team, as if I remember correctly. So they were never any good.
Yeah. That's the trouble that the Senators are having in Ottawa.
Okay.
Same kind of stuff with owners and stuff and management.
Who's the best Canadian hockey team right now?
I don't know. Leafs are awful good with their offense. They got Matthews and Marner and Nylander and all kinds of good offensive players, but they need some goaltending and defense. But Canucks, they were doing really good there at the beginning. Still doing good, but not how they were. But
do they still have those Burger King looking uniforms they used to have in the 80s, I think, or 70s, with the big V down the middle and those I call them Burger King colors.
I think they might have them on retro days or
retro nights,
or something.
Okay, what do you got?
Let's see. I'm just turning them around here, and
Let's see if you can match my Mario Lemieux.
that's how I got into Broder. Long story short, was Raven. She when I met her and I let her know I was into hockey. I guess it was obvious. I didn't really have to let her know. And that was like the name that she knew from hockey. So that sort of connected us there in hockey, at least, you know.
Okay.
She
Excellent.
knew who Broder and the Devils were, and I knew
Okay.
all the other stuff about hockey, and it just sort of clicked from there. But
That's great.
so that's gonna be
Steve Larmer on the Canadian
again
team.
on Team Canada, yeah.
Yeah. Gord Donnelly. Gord Donnelly.
On the island or Jets. I
On the
saw the
Jets.
Islander arm.
Yeah, exactly. Chris King, Rangers.
He wasn't too bad. There's a Fedorov.
There's a nice one. Sergey.
And I think that's a rookie card of Sergey.
We'll put that one in a sleeve. That's a nice
Yeah.
one. That's a good one.
Good stuff.
It's a good. These are hot packs.
Yeah. Whoa.
Peter
Crimson
Bondre.
Struggle in here. Peter Bondre, yeah, he was great. Peter Zezel.
He was
a
good.
good Leaf back in the day.
He was good.
Cal Johansson on the Capitals. There's a Bruin, Peter Doris again.
Yeah, it's a double. We got him before. We got to try to get another Bruin. Pat McLeod.
Nice. Sharks were so cool when I was young, because they were a new team, an expansion team that were newer.
I was going to say that had been one of their first years. Oh, Team USA.
Eric Weinrich.
Okay. Cool.
And Eddie Belfour, the Eagle. Boo. That's a nice one.
Boo, but he's on the hated Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Philadelphia All-Star game.
He was good. He was good.
And another World Junior, Team Sweden.
Alexander Kosminski.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah. The more that they got the European players to play, the harder it got to pronounce names for me in the NHL.
Yeah.
I got a few things to show.
You got a few things to show, do you?
Just a few, though.
Let's take a break and let's see what you have.
Because tomorrow, Mom said we're going to do Showboat and Tell.
Are we?
Yeah.
We're going to do a Showboat and Tell tomorrow?
Yeah, so...
Let's take a break and let's see what Little Miss Rips has.
Sure we can.
Yes. Okay, well, I have this box I made at Girl Guides to keep my badges in.
It's got the bling and pretty cool.
Well done up. Very nice. What's inside of it?
I keep my badges and stuff.
Your badges from Girl Guides?
I was going to say you could put hockey cards in there.
Oh, sure you could.
First, there's this Girl Guides bracelet.
A bracelet, yep.
Oh, okay. The cloverleaf logo, kind of like Girl Scouts.
Yeah, it's like Girl Scouts. They got some Girl Guides like
Post-its,
some like notes to
sticky notes.
Sticky notes. Says Girl Guides on them.
Very nice.
Do you sell cookies?
Yeah, we sell cookies.
There you go.
Yeah, and is this a pin?
Nice pin.
I'm getting to the badges. Don't worry. I don't have that many. I have like quite a few. Not the most though. There's a like a little like fake tattoo.
Little tattoo, yeah.
Wow.
I got a sticker and a fake tattoo. Yeah, that's the sticker. This is the tattoo.
That's a tattoo there, Rob.
It's backwards. But once
you're gonna put it on my forehead.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not gonna put it on anything. I want to save it. Okay, so.
And I just want to let the viewers know this is a big reason that I wanted Rip to come on, because his daughter Little Miss Rip, his wife Raven Rips, they all have their own channels. So this is a family that does YouTube channels for the hobby community. It's just excellent. I just love that. about you
Yeah,
guys.
we love doing
Check
it.
out
We
my
we
channel.
like sharing and interacting with everyone and
Yep.
all the positivity and everything. It's really good for the kids to even learn that, through YouTube. Just
Exactly.
how to be with people and positivity, right?
Do you have any more?
There's also this pin.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, how'd you get that? Did you earn it?
I got it at my ceremony.
Yeah.
I got
Nice.
enrolled.
You got enrolled, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now she's a leader of her troop.
Yeah, I was a leader for a while of my patrol,
Nice.
but I just got enrolled. Now I'm like an official guide.
Yeah.
Crimson. Oh, I'll give you a cheer for that. Crimson, may I ask what grade are you in?
Grade 5.
Oh,
/4
wow.
because I'm
Okay.
homeschooled, so
Oh,
I'm like a
I
mix
could,
of
I should
grade
have guessed.
5 and 4.
I was gonna say you're very mature and intelligent. So yeah, homeschool, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, she's never been in a public school.
Well,
Okay,
more power to her with
this
Thank
pin.
going
you.
on in schools.
It has,
I agree.
There
I
you
think I'm
go.
gonna get one of the I'm gonna get one of these pins every year, and every year they'll have a different number on them. This one
Sure.
has 1 on it because 1 year of guides.
Awesome.
So that's going to be a collectible for you to have for your whole life. I mean, that's very
great.
nice.
All right, I'm getting to the badges now.
Getting to these badges.
I got
some cool ones.
I got this one. I got this one at a enrollment ceremony.
Well, this is a new experience for me. I never heard of Girl Guides before, so now I know.
There you go. You taught them something.
Nice.
Right? And
There
we're really
it
not
is.
that far away when you think about it.
No.
This one.
Board of directors, everything she wants to be. Very cool.
Yes. There's a badge for selling cookies.
Oh, that was for selling chocolate mint cookies.
It's a
Chocolate
cookie.
mint. Is that the #1 brand? Is the mint?
Yeah, they're
that's the most
famous.
popular one.
And then you have the Samoas.
We haven't seen those yet. We have
those are like caramel coconut. Those are my favorite.
Oh, we'll send you a box if we get some.
Hey,
This one's pretty cool.
when you come down to visit, we'll go to a hockey game and we'll eat Girl Guide cookies. Or
This one's
we'll bring a whole
like,
case.
This
That's
one's just
right.
like all like the threads that they make the badges out of.
Okay.
That's the back of the badge. It's cool how they make it.
Yeah, that's the front.
GF.
I had it upside down. It's bendy.
It is. There you go. GF launch.
Established 2018. Okay.
We got this one.
So do you have like a uniform that you would put those on, or
My mom's gonna get me a sash at one point to put them all on.
Okay.
But for now, I just keep them all in this box.
Yeah, my daughters were in Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
So I remember it well. I was in Cub Scouts, but yeah.
I didn't get to do anything like that myself.
This one.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Neat.
Then there's this one for learning how to make a slip knot.
Very cool. That's like the Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts making knots. So yeah.
Mhm.
There's the friendship one.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go.
Very nice. We got this one. I'm not sure what they're all for. I got most of them at my enrollment ceremony.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're all for different stuff.
Exactly. Everyone means some different type of accomplishment.
Yeah.
And there's this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then
The
the
clover.
rest of the things in here are I'm not sure what they are. I think they're like just like little like thingies, extra thingies.
Oh, tags or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pretty cool. I have another thing with more badges in them. I forgot to put them in here, but I can show them another time if you.
Definitely. If we do it, or when we do a part 2, we're definitely going to see those. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing,
I'm gonna
Crimson.
wear this. I'm gonna wear it.
Okay.
She's a showboater, Rob. We got one here.
True.
All right. Well, hey, that's a good thing. Like I said, it brings the family together.
Oh, definitely.
It's awesome. Well, guess what I got?
You got another Bruin. Look at that. That's that goalie that played like one game, I think.
one and done.
Yeah. And you got
Dave
Dave Christian.
I believe he was on the USA hockey team.
I think so.
Yeah. He might be a Minnesota boy.
There's a Theo Fleury. John Burgess. He's a TTM collector. That's his favorite player. John Burgess.
Oh, wow. I know Autograph Fisherman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his channel.
Tyler Wright. Yeah, John's a good guy.
Yes, he is.
Put on the bag.
Denise Savard.
Put on the pin.
Retired.
They hated Dennis Savard. When he was with the Blackhawks, he would do that like that pirouette spin move.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was just a sight to behold.
Booker T's move, the spinneroo.
That's exactly it. Team photo.
Oh, those are cool, eh? That's a Russian one.
That's right. Here's a Canadian.
JJ Daniel.
JJ Daniel.
Dave Chazowski.
Yeah.
I'm putting on the pins.
Brian Hayward. Here's a all right goalie.
He was all right.
People knew his name at least.
Here's another goalie.
Oh, nice. Tim Chevelday. Here's one of the first goalie names I knew.
Okay. Here's a Devil.
Patrick Sundstrom.
Devil.
Nice. Swedish player. Look at that one. Guy Charbonneau.
Guy Charbonneau, yeah.
Woo.
He was a good player.
Okay. What do you got?
I got one more pack here. Finish that off.
No, I got a few cards to show.
You got a few cards to show, do you? Just taking over your show, Rob.
Bad. I have a few things that I created that I'm going to show tomorrow on Showboat and Tell.
On Showboat and Tell, we'd like to do a stream sometimes where we show stuff off.
Yeah, so hopefully make sure you're there if you can, because you want to see you're going to see some things that I created.
I'm going to snip this with the scissors. I usually don't need the scissors.
I'll be there.
And then I put on the pins.
Don't tell no one I used scissors, Rob.
Scissors.
Very good. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, no problem.
Scissors.
We like how we've done 2 Showboat and Tells. We had Stix G on the first one as a guest.
We do them every Sunday.
We try to, but we were busy. We saw Santa last Sunday instead.
Yeah.
Went and saw the big guy.
Yeah.
And everyone's been fighting this cold.
For Christmas, I asked from Santa. I asked for a Dashbot.
A Dashbot.
What is a Dashbot?
Robert says, "What's a Dashbot?"
They're like little robots. I have to do coding to control them. You have to do coding. I have a tablet and it comes with the app with the robot. So the app, you just code to control it. You can make them move and make sounds and say things and change colors. And
sounds very educational as well as fun.
I asked for one from Santa.
That's what she wants from Santa.
I've seen both of your Showboat episodes. They're really good, and I like just seeing the variety of collectibles. You showed a bunch of Wacky Pack stickers. On one of them. Yeah, I didn't get a chance.
And
Hot Wheels.
We like trying to get different. We're happy for people to show cards if they like to, but we try and get some stuff dug out that we haven't seen before from you, maybe, eh? So
Exactly.
if you come on as a guest, we'd like you to one time, of course. Maybe you could start hunting for something that you haven't shown yet, maybe, or that we wouldn't expect to see.
Sounds like a great invitation. I'll take you up on it because I'd
Oh,
love to
thank
show
you.
off my
Maybe he
items.
could be
So
our
what?
guest
So Rip,
tomorrow.
I have another question. What's the
Yeah.
favorite? What's your favorite? Personally, what's your favorite item in your collection? It might not be the most valuable, but just your favorite item that you have.
Ah, that'd be hard. It's probably
Yeah.
something that I've gotten rid of over the years.
That
My
you regret.
favorite-
That's something that you would regret, huh?
Yeah.
My
Oh,
favorite
shoot.
item in my collection
Yeah.
is every one of my Brad Marchand cards.
Oh, is he your favorite? Obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she likes Brad.
Nice.
Everyone calls him the Rat because he's a little bit of
And I got a really nice 101 Rat King card from Oil Collector.
he made you one, didn't he?
I saw that episode. I
Yep.
saw that video. That was good.
101 Rat King card.
You know, in my day, Rip, they used to call the Rat was Kenny the Rat Linsman. He played for the Flyers.
I know Linsman, yep.
Yeah, the Rat. So
The
Mashawn
Rat.
is the new Rat.
For
Okay.
your question, my favorite item, it wouldn't be in my collection anymore, but my favorite thing I ever had, and I sold it for $25 or something,
Yeah.
was a Mankind comic that I got autographed by him when I met him. And I ended up selling it and regret that, obviously, but that probably is like my favorite memory of a collectible.
So if you were to see something like that on eBay or something available, that might be something you want to get back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Mankind, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I went to a wrestling show in Oshawa and he was the special guest referee
Okay.
for a match between Samoa Joe and Raven, the wrestler Raven from WCW and ECW. And Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South, was Samoa Joe's manager. But we got to meet them after and get autographs and stuff, eh? And I got Mankind. He's probably Mick Foley's my favorite wrestler.
Okay.
Other than Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Hulk Hogan's like my childhood favorite, and then Mick Foley became my favorite as I was older and in my teenage years.
Yeah, I mean, I think most kids growing up they they idolize the Hulkster.
Yeah.
I never got to see the Hulk at wrestle live or anything, but I did get to see Andre the Giant once.
Oh, amazing!
My uncle brought me and my cousin to see him at the St. Paul Civic Center, and as billed, he was a giant. He was unbelievable. Do you remember Rip the Road Warriors?
Yeah, the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal.
Too. Exactly. Yeah.
Demolition.
See, Minneapolis was kind of a hotbed for wrestling. They had what they called the American Wrestling Association. That's where you had Mean Gene Okerlund come out of. You had Jesse the Body, of course, who was the governor of Minnesota. So, yeah, it was a big wrestling hotbed. And we used to watch it. They would broadcast from the Minneapolis, some club in Minneapolis. On Sunday afternoon or Sunday mornings, you'd always watch weekly Sunday wrestling. It was great.
Cool. There's an old school wrestling that's sort of making a bit of a comeback down in Florida. Al Snow owns it.
Okay.
They did a show on Netflix about it.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
If you have Netflix, do you know what it is offhand? The wrestling company that Al Snow's running? OVW. Orange Valley Wrestling.
Okay, never heard of them, but yeah, I'll have to check that out.
And you know Al Snow, I think he's Mick Foley's buddy, right?
Okay.
It's really like old school. They do like on YouTube. They do a show on YouTube once a week, right?
Wow. Okay.
That's how they're broadcasting, eh?
Cool.
So you can actually catch it, I think, either Wednesdays or Thursdays on YouTube.
Okay. Old school wrestling, right?
Yeah, it's really old school. It's like it's cool. You'll know what I mean if you watch it. You'll like it.
Well, just like they say on Slapshot, old time hockey, old school wrestling.
You got it.
I'm kind of an old school vintage guy myself, so yeah.
Well,
So
I'm a bit younger than you, I assume, just from how we've been talking, and you're
right.
But I'm more with the older stuff, the old school stuff for sure.
Yep. So what else did you get, Rip?
What else did I get? I got
Okay.
Brian
Hayward.
Hayward, another one of him.
Brian Hayward.
Lots of doubles in this set, trust me.
Rob Roy.
Is it Roy or Ray? Rob Ray.
Oh, I was gonna say Rob Roy is a drink, I think.
Rob Ray, he was a real bruiser, that guy.
Okay. Sergey.
That's a hard one, probably.
Yeah.
Sergey Karen or Heron, one or the other on the Jets.
Yeah. I'll pronounce the next one, Bob McGill. That's a little easier. Good old
He's
Bob.
got a good, nice glamour shot there.
Yeah, it looks like his high school yearbook photo or something. There
Trevor we go.
Linden.
He's a legend, Linden.
Yeah, he was. I think he was a first overall pick, or maybe the second. I think Mike Modano, either one of those, because that was the big choice in Minnesota. Do they take Linden or Modano? So
that's right.
Brad
Shaw.
Nice.
He was a good grinder.
Yeah.
We got Yuri. I went to say Slager, but it's not. It's Yuri Saba.
Yeah.
I should have left that one to you.
No, I'll pass. Thank you. Lee Barry.
Len Barry, yeah.
Len Barry. See, when you get older, your eyes go too. So Luke Richardson, got that one.
There you go. You beat me.
I have 3 more.
Troy Murray.
That I want to show.
Nice. Checklist.
Yeah, just a double-sided one, not one of the team checklists. And a German. Thomas Schubert.
Say
Crimson.
Say Crimson. Due to time, we're gonna probably have to hold off for our second part, but we'll love to see your second. We're just kind of running short here.
Yeah, there's just one thing I really want to show.
Just one thing?
Definitely see it.
This book that she's been reading. She's really been into it.
Book.
Look at that. I used to have an orange tabby cat, so that's near and dear to my heart.
It's a book series called Warrior Cats.
Yeah.
So it's from the perspective of the cats. They're in
clans, and it's about they're in clans, and they all fight for their clans and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's different roles and stuff. Like there's the warriors and the leader and the
you don't want to give too many spoilers for Robert though, because he might want to read it.
Yeah,
so
it's really
cool. I bet you Julie Farnham would like that one.
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
And
Warrior Cats.
And then I have this one Stranger Things.
I thought it was just one more thing.
Eddie Munson bag.
Eddie Munson bag. She loves Eddie Munson from Stranger Things. She's got to show that.
That's right up my alley. I love Stranger Things because I think it was the first year. The first year of Stranger Things, I think, took place in '85, and that's the year I graduated. So that's right in my wheelhouse.
No way.
All the pop culture references and whatever. And the music.
Cool.
I've watched the whole show 3 times.
Unbelievable. You're a super fan.
Real. I also have these. No. I have these cards, but I might not have enough time to show them.
Next time. Part 2.
Yeah.
Part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we're not going nowhere. Neither is Robert, is he?
Yeah.
We'll get to
him.
him.
A new friend for sure.
We'll get to him.
There's a Warrior Cats game, and when we're done this, I'm gonna go play it.
Yeah, you sure will.
Yeah, there's a game about this book.
Awesome.
It's really fun.
Good.
Yeah.
So Rip, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
It's your generic type of question for hockey, but who would you consider the best hockey player of all time?
The best hockey player of all time.
Marchand.
No, I didn't say favorite. I said best. Put you on the spot. That's hard, probably.
He is
There's
the
lots.
best.
I'll say Ray Bork. He's my first.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was my first favorite player.
Okay. Now he's your favorite, but would you consider him the best player ever to
Oh,
don a uniform?
nah, I don't think so.
He's saying like, who would you consider?
Who would I consider the best? Okay,
A lot of people talk about, Gretzky, Howe,
Yeah.
Bobby Orr,
I'd have to
Lemieux.
go with Wayno, with the
Yeah,
great
me
one,
too.
right?
Me too. I had I had the privilege of seeing Wayno, like I know him, Mr. Gretzky play in the 90s against the North Stars at the Met Center. We had standing room only, but I just wanted to see him in person, and I did get my wish, and I saw him. He was a legend.
Really?
He was just as assists alone. He was he was just breaking all the records, just destroying the records. So
I was
fun to
just
watch.
when I was young and getting pro set cards, and I was seeing the 2,000 point club on the side and stuff, and
Right?
just amazing.
Yeah, he accumulated those points and stats quicker than anyone. It was crazy.
And I think he really, just for the time that he played during and the time it was in the world, he really influenced a lot of hockey players from today, like young guys, eh?
Exactly, for sure. I mean, he did it before anyone. Now they all try to emulate him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was great. So in the time remaining, I've got some questions. We're going to do like a lightning round. So it doesn't have to be one word. It could just be a couple words, but whatever comes off of the top of your head first, okay?
Awesome.
And these are probably silly that you might not even have any idea why I asked them, but here we go. Corner gas.
Corner gas TV show.
Exactly. I'll add that the reason I asked that is because I am a big Seinfeld fan, and I just stumbled across this Corner Gas, and it takes place in Saskatchewan, Canada, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's in the spirit of Seinfeld. It is so funny.
Oh, is it the same humor? Yeah.
If anyone out there hasn't seen Corner Gas or has seen Corner Gas, let me know in the comments. It's the greatest. All right. Raven Rips merch.
Cool.
Super cool.
Super cool. And then maybe in the next part, we'll talk to Raven also.
Okay. I think she'll be feeling better by then.
Yeah, she has a cold too.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you about Boston Bruins, but you've talked about them. Martin Brodeur, you've talked about him. Stephen King.
Nice. I want to read it one day.
Genius. He's a smart man. Genius. He's very, amazing.
Our family went to Colorado a couple years ago, and we went to the Stanley Hotel, and that's where the book The Shining was based upon, was at Stanley Hotel. Stephen King stayed overnight in a room and got the inspiration for The Shining. So,
that's cool.
As a fan of Stephen King and The Shining, we had to stop there. It was great. Monster trucks.
Radical.
Childhood.
You remember that? They used to come to the Metrodome like once a year when I was a kid, and then they'd always run these advertisements on television. Sunday, monster trucks. Gravedigger, Bigfoot.
One of my best memories, my grandmother who's passed, and her son, my Uncle Bill, we were in Toronto visiting my great-grandmother. When we left, we took a taxi, and I was only about 5 or 6, I think, and things seemed a little bit off of how we were leaving from before, like how I was used to it. Sure. And they surprised me with tickets at the Sky Dome to the monster trucks.
Well, you're not a totally deprived child. I'm sad that you haven't gone to hockey, but you've gone to the monster truck. Yeah. You've gone to wrestling. That's great.
Yeah.
Monster
trucks? I've been to one myself, and they had dirt bikes too. It was a great.
Yeah, the dirt bikes doing the jumps and stuff. And
it's one of those things you see it live, and it's amazing.
It really is. It's so loud and just memorable, eh?
Crazy. Table hockey.
Table hockey, fun.
You know what I'm talking about? You had those bars and you'd twist them. Yeah, that was
the
one of
metal
the funnest
rods
things.
with the
Exactly.
knobs on the end.
I think the
The
one
friggin' guys would never stay on the pegs, so every time you went to take a shot, they'd fly off. Eh?
Exactly. And then you had the goalie where you'd go back and forth.
Yeah.
And then you had the puck with the little bearing in it, and it would roll around. I think the set I had featured the Canadians and Bruins. So really? Right up your alley.
I think we have a bit of a throwback version of it. Playmobil, a toy set that is for kids.
Yeah.
They make toys for kids. I think we have a little one that might be similar to it.
Yeah, we do.
Nice.
It's my brother's.
Yeah.
So, okay. So before we wrap up, do you have any autographs? Do you collect any autographs?
Autographs? I showed you the Gary Cheevers there.
I have a Brad.
Oh, that's right. Right off the bat.
You know the Brad Marchand autograph somewhere, don't you? That Bilderberg gave you.
Yeah.
Bilderberg rips. I don't know if I have. You know what's cool that we got from a rip last night? You might like to see.
Yeah.
It's not my card. I gotta send it away. It's for a really cool hockey channel, the Ripping Channel. If you're not subscribed to him.
Okay.
The Ripping Channel.
He's a really good fella. He got this beauty in last night's break.
Wow.
It's a Chase Pearson rookie patch autograph.
Wow.
And if you see how thick that card is.
That's a big hit.
And look how much that comes out. Like that's a piece of the wheel on the Detroit logo, eh?
That's oh wow.
Yeah. It's numbered out of 20, 19 out of 20.
I bet he's over the moon getting that. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Now, is he a good player? I'm not familiar. Is he a good player?
Chase Pearson, I don't think he's made a big name for himself yet, but I've heard of him. So
okay, well, that could be something in the future.
He's not like Bedard or anything, but I've heard of him.
Do you have any baseball autographs? Baseball player autographs?
Baseball. I probably don't, Robert. I probably don't have a baseball autograph.
But you do collect other sports cards, right? Do you have baseball and okay.
Definitely. I could show you something cool here.
Yes, please.
That isn't hockey. I have 2 of these sets. I found them at my LCS.
Wow, Nike trading cards. Okay.
They were a promo.
It's a whole set?
Yeah. See, it's Spike Lee did them with Michael Jordan. There's the back of the little box.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen them before or not.
I've never seen them. I remember that ad campaign with Spike Lee and Jordan for sure. The Nike. Yeah.
See, very cool. Shoes and stuff. That's the back of it. And there's Spike Lee.
I've seen that. That's a great picture. That's a great photo.
I picked up 2 of these sets for $40 Canadian each.
Nice. Anything Jordan is going to be very desirable to have.
That's little Richard there.
Little Richard. That is Air Jordan.
And that's the last one. It's a 6-card set.
Oh, that is neat. Well, thanks for sharing that, Rip.
Oh,
so with the hockey, you've got the Gary Cheevers card. Now I've got some autograph. I don't have them to show, but I've got some autographed baseballs. And you've heard of Joe Mauer, right? The catcher for the Twins. And some say he's a potential Hall of Famer. they had a Twins Fest back in 2001. Is it was just probably his pre-rookie year, and I had him sign a baseball that I had.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. So do you have any other like hockey memorabilia with like autographs and stuff, or what else? Like any sticks, or do they sign anything else other than cards or sticks?
I have a puck somewhere.
You have a what?
A puck.
A puck.
We got it.
Look,
Look.
the secret word. We said it.
Wow.
They down and they got pucked. So guess what? I'll be putting this in the mail.
Oh, awesome. Got it finally. I thought you would have got it.
Guy Lafleur. Yeah, I thought Crimson was trying to get it because she was telling him about all her things, but
Yeah.
you guys can both share it or whatever.
Awesome.
I also
I'm glad you got
forgot about the game.
You forgot about the game? See, he tricked you.
Uh,
Well, I appreciate it.
I see how you were trying to get it.
So do you have anything else to share, Rip, or to talk about, or any shout outs to some of your favorite channels that you like?
No,
Besides
I couldn't
Present
really
Company,
pick
of course.
any certain channels. I mean, I shouted out a couple I did, but I just like how everyone's doing what they're doing, and just keep doing it, guys, because I mean, it means a lot more to some people than you realize,
Right.
having that interaction and stuff, and a lot of people don't have that. So,
Exactly.
I mean, just keep doing what everyone's doing in the card community, and teaching it for the next generation, like Little Miss Rips and stuff, so that they can
Exactly.
keep it going.
Well, thank you, Little Miss Rips, for making an appearance, and we'll have to
you're
get you on
welcome.
the next time we're
glad you
together,
get
and
this. I'm happy.
get Raven Rips on. And then do you have like a 8-year-old son, or
Yeah,
we have a little guy named Rivers,
and we have my big brother Caspian. He is
wow.
14.
See, we're coming up to the holiday season, and I just really, really appreciate families together, and that's why I wanted to have you guys on.
I appreciate that. It means a lot to us.
Yeah,
We're
my
a
wife
family of
wife
five.
and both of my daughters have been kind of somewhat involved in a few of my videos. It's great to have them. So if people want to get hold of you, Rip, where do they go? What's your channel, or are you on Instagram or any other things that you want to shout out?
Just my Instagram's the Rip 'em all. I'll once in a while I post stuff about breaks on there, or good cards we hit from breaks, or some broader stuff. I can show you one more quick thing, Robert.
Sure.
I've only showed a couple people. You'll appreciate this card. I picked up from a channel called
it's a quad. Patch?
Yeah, of Broder, Patrick Waugh, Dominic Hasek, and Ed Belfour.
Whoa.
It's numbered 1 out of 25. Wow.
So he's holding off. He's holding out on us, everyone. He saved this. Oh, wow. Saves this for the end. That's great.
Yeah, it's from 1819 Ultimate.
Those are some goalies. Woo.
Yeah.
I got a kitty.
Wow.
That's my favorite is goalies. I collect them, so I splurged on this card.
The Dominator. Belfour will excuse him. No, he was actually a really good goalie. You got Martin. Then who's the Canadian goalie?
Patrick Waugh.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, the Canadian. I couldn't turn it down. The channel was Dynasty Central. He was doing a sale, and he sold it. He's a good channel. Wasty. Everyone should check him out for a good time.
All right. Well, hey, again, thank you, everyone there. I think Raven's probably in the background too.
Yeah,
I appreciate you guys coming on. It really means a lot.
We appreciate you, buddy, and everything you do.
Thank you. And we'll definitely have to connect. We'll definitely have to connect.
An honor.
Okay. So this is the commenting collector, and saying, as always, good collecting.
Are you ready for a whole new